Hope everybody's doing great. We have a blaster of 2022 Upper Deck Marvel Allure. Found two of these at Target yesterday. It was either two of these or a bunch of the Series 2 retail packs. I know the retail packs this year are really good, and too good in fact, but I never really see Upper Deck non-sport stuff, or even like the Metal Universe, the multi-sport. So I went with these instead, and I'll have more opportunities to get the retail packs than more of these. I think they sell pretty good on the aftermarket. I saw that some of the comps for these on eBay were like up to 50 bucks. This was $30. I did open one box last night and I enjoyed it. Upper Deck is notoriously stingy with hits in retail products, and this is no exception. I'm not even sure you can get an autograph in it. The best card I pulled was a Heimdall from Thor Red Prism, and I got a few of these retail exclusive yellow taxi cards, and I think they're like one in every 1.9 packs. Upper Deck does the decimal places with their odds, which is kind of neat. And I listed them on eBay immediately, and the one that sold was the Romanoff, Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow from the movie Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson. There was two of them on eBay, but they were different variation, and I listed it for 20 bucks and it sold within a few hours. I should have listed it for more, but I don't know, maybe we'll get something cool. How many packs here? 5 packs, 4 cards. I've really not been so deep into Marvel stuff anymore. I am really just absolutely burnt out on superhero everything. Grew up, I collected comics my entire life, and you know, the movies, it's just too many Marvel movies, and they're all kind of, I don't know, some are good, some are really shallow and tough for me to get into, but I do love Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that's my favorite. So let's get into this. This is what Eric does. Pause the video if you want to see the odds. So, it does look like you can get an auto here. Red Rainbow auto is 1/640. Alright, let's see what we got. Like I said, they're just like Prism. We have Thanos. I see a red, yellow taxi. We should get 2 or 3 of those. Josh Brolin is Thanos. It was crazy when he got the role as Thanos. Which whenever I think of Josh Brolin, I think of the Goonies. You Goonies! We have Zoe Saldana, who I might have a little crush on her, but I get into it. She stopped calling me. So these are the movie posters. The Idris Elba's Heimdall. They're pretty cool. Not something I would be into collecting, and Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. These are not numbered. I don't know what print run they have, but they're neat. Benedict Cumberbatch. Okay, we have another Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm trying to think of a funny thing to call him, and I just can't. Nothing's coming. It's 3 in the morning. We have a Peter Dinklage as Eitri from the Infinity War. He was in space, or was he did he build the hybrid axe hammer, whatever it was that Thor had? Big fan of him in Game of Thrones, but man, what a tough name for somebody that's of such small stature.
These small potatoes.
Scarlett Johansson is Natasha Romanoff. This is the one I sold for 20 bucks, the yellow. And this is Bradley Cooper's Rocket. These are the high number short prints, so if anything after 100 looks like this, I know somebody who really liked that card. Capricorn KG absolutely loves Bradley Cooper. We have a new guest for this video. We have Joe Diffie. Rest in peace. COVID got him. And we have this guy, Cumberland Willis Posey Jr., also known as Cum. Anyways, Chris Hemsworth as Thor. We have Cate Blanchett as Hela. I thought she was really good. I mean, Cate Blanchett is good in anything she does, and she's also exceptionally beautiful. And we have Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, like first, right? That was like an early, like prototype of Iron Man. Great movie. I didn't care for the other ones, but the second one was with Whiplash.
A crack that whip! Give the pass a slip! Step on a crack!
With Mickey Rourke as Whiplash, I think. Man, Mickey Rourke's face, I can't look at it for more than 3 or 4 seconds before I start having a panic attack. I don't know what, I mean, I don't know why people do that to themselves. Great actor though. Love Barfly. I don't know though, looks like we have a black parallel, which I've not pulled, so we'll save that for last.
Is black.
Case. What's your favorite Marvel movie? Or Marvel movie, DC, whatever. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I know people hate it, but Ang Lee's The Hulk, the first Hulk with Mark Banner, and I do like The Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton. I thought that was really good. The first Infinity War movie was excellent. I wish it just ended with Thanos, you know, after his snap, just looking out to the horizon, happy with what he's done, and I thought it was just the perfect ending to that movie and to that story. But obviously they couldn't do that. Oh, we have a die cut too. All right, let's do the black first. I think the black may be less red than the die cut. So in the back we have Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man was okay. Don't think I've seen the other one or ones. Chris Pratt is Star-Lord. And what is this? Peter Dinklage is Eitri. Is this numbered? No. That's just a black refractor. Let me check real quick. You have base set parallels, taxi, it's 1 and 1 point, black rainbow 1 and 7.
Black rainbow.
Red prism 1 and 14, and then the orange slice is what we have coming up. What I think good Marvel movies are. I can tell you which ones are not good. Ghost Rider is absolute shit. And anybody who likes that movie, I don't trust them. You know, I wouldn't let him drive my car or babysit my nephews, or, you know, I don't think I'd trust them to fucking trucks. Jesus, disrespect. I wouldn't trust them to cut a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for me. Ghost Rider is really bad. I haven't seen Morbius. I've heard it was really bad. The Fantastic Four movie, but there's the original Fantastic Four that Roger Corman did, which is just a B-movie schlockfest, but it's super fun.
Doom, it's clobbering time. The Fantastic Four.
And then the Fantastic Four movies that Sony did were terrible. And then there was the Fantastic Four movie that Fox did. I think it was Fox with the guy. I can't remember the name of the guy who directed it, but apparently he was like coming to set all day. I mean, late when he came in, he was loaded or high. And you know, you can watch that movie and you see that there's a really good movie in there, and he was trying to turn it into like more of like a body horror type sci-fi, like David Cronenberg was a big influence on it, but it ended up being a pretty big mess. Spider-Man movies I've never been really big into. I don't care about Captain Marvel. I didn't care for. I saw Black Panther in this theater. I mean, it was okay. I thought the hype around it was, I didn't get it. I don't know. Think of some more as it goes on. Another Bradley Cooper as Rocket. We have a Captain Marvel, Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I'm not a fan of Brie Larson as a person. I think she's, I don't know, cantankerous, obtuse. Orange Slice is...
Does anyone have any orange slices?
See if we can guess. Is that Chris Hemsworth? Nope. Is that Bucky? No. That's Quicksilver, right? Yeah. Petro Maximoff. Not numbered, but still cool. And I should be able to probably make my money back on both these boxes. Just because I'm not going to keep any. I think of DC movies that were good. Oh man, I don't care for Justice League or really any of those. I mean, the Christopher Nolan's Batmans are good. I like Tim Burton's Batmans. And then I haven't seen, like, I think I saw some for Wonder Woman and I didn't care for it. Man of Steel was, I don't know, it was alright. And then the Suicide Squad, the first one was really bad. The second one was okay. Now the Flash is coming out and it looks pretty cool because you have Michael Keaton as Batman and Michael Shannon's back as Zod. But the main dude, the actor who plays Flash, I mean, I don't know if you know about him, but I'm sure some of you do. He's a legit psychopath. You know, just look up. I'll put his name like right here, and just look him up if you haven't to see what he's done. And it really blows my mind that they didn't squash the movie. What was that? Oh, was it Batgirl that they did the movie recently, and they just canned it and never saw the light of day, which is really weird. You don't see that too much often. And what I would really love is a good Swamp Thing movie, because you know, a lot of people, you know, they think of Swamp Thing, they think of like the TV show, or you know, the Wes Craven Swamp Thing from early, what, 81 or whatever, which is not very good. And then there's Return of Swamp Thing in the late 80s, early 90s, which is like just a tribute to B movie drive-in theaters, schlocky stuff, and it's not good, but it's great though.
Man, what a great fire! Shut up! They got my mom's car too!
Heather Locklear's in it. But the comics, you know, if you started at the beginning with Swamp Thing comics, it starts to just, you know, kind of the times horror movie, horror comic, you know, the muck-encrusted mockery of a man. And then Alan Moore got a hold of it, and you know, the guy that wrote Watchmen, and ton of other great stuff that I'm drawing a blank on right now. He took over for Swamp Thing and turned it into this really existential, spiritual, meta. It's just the greatest run of comics I've ever read. They're amazing. And I would also like to see an Animal Man movie. For those who are unfamiliar with Animal Man, he's just the man that can summon and harness the powers of whatever animal he wants. Like, he can ram at you like a rhinoceros, or, you know, lick you like a dog. If that's something that you're into or he's into. But the original Animal Man, it was like he was abducted by aliens, and then they gave him this power and he could do it. And later on they kind of retconned that and then did a deconstruction where he was tapping to the same thing that Swamp Thing was, like Swamp Thing taps into the green, which gives him the power, and then Animal Man tapped into the red, which is like life and blood and all this stuff. And like Solomon Grundy taps into the gray. That's where he gets his power from. And he's, you know, mushrooms and fungi and muck and all this stuff. And then you know, there's a couple more, like oh my god, Poison Ivy taps into the green as well. That's where she gets some of her power from. And well, that's my cue to leave. So this is a relatively quick video for me. I just wanted to open this on camera, and yeah,